Hello, Mogger Academy. Whoa, what's going on? What up? We're back. You better believe it. Resident Evil 9. Whoa! I told you guys last night I'd be back. You had a very bad acid trip a few days ago. Tell us about it. Hope you managed to managing to recover from that, because I know how it is. It can get pretty gnarly, bro. Have you ever played? Oh, The Last of Us. Yeah, I played The Last of Us when it came out. Loved it. I think it's a great game. Obviously, The Last of Us was very inspired by Resident Evil, because Resident Evil 4 was the first game to do this, the over-the-shoulder camera. Oh, hello. But yeah, played Last of Us. I thought it was sick. Way better than Uncharted. And, whoa! I always pick the most intense games to stream. But I always do end up answering people's questions in the end. Yeah, The Last of Us really changed gaming forever. It made it very cinematic. Huge push towards more sort of like Hollywood type of vibe in games nowadays. And you can trace that back to The Last of Us. The second one was alright. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't super engaged with the story and characters and writing that time. I thought the first one was super emotional. Loved it, and the gameplay was awesome. Not too much a fan of the show. I'm not really a fan of any video game adaptation, to be honest. I've yet to watch a video game adaptation on the big screen that really captures the essence of the game and is also a good film. The Silent Hill film was okay. The first one, not the new one. Your name is German Shepherd, Ellie. Not a bad shout. How did they spot me?
These zombies, they got like extrasensory perception.
How much of the old LSD did you take? No. If you have any questions, by the way, please post them. And when I get to a moment of respite in this game, I will make sure to answer them. I'm just gonna share the fact that I'm streaming on the Discord to get people hyped up. If you're not on the Vivek Discord,
What are you doing? It's a great place.
Uno Secondo. I played Dying Light. It didn't really capture my attention, I must say. Probably much more fun with friends. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I just didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. Dying Light. I can see why people really enjoy it, though. I remember Dead Island when that came out. That was okay. Dying Light sort of was trying to go for the same sort of vibe. First person, zombie chopping madness. On paper, I should like it, but for some reason, it just didn't grab me. Whoa, 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 who's shooting me? Damn. The zombies are trained in the art of warfare. Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm playing Resident Evil 9 again. I'm replaying it on Insanity difficulty. It's very, very hard.
It's quite the challenge, I must say.
Damn, that's rough. Where's everyone from? Are you all from America? How am I doing?
Whatever production.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying the streams I've been doing lately. Might do them quite regularly if people enjoy them. I'm in a position as a channel where it's quite difficult to get a lot of people watching you on stream because I recognise that not every single follower of mine is a gamer or has any interest in that, but it's not really about the game. This is just something for me to do while I talk to you all. So yeah, hopefully more people get wind. He loves the perfume, yeah. Vivek 999. Whoa, my G's got my name. I love your channel, been watching for a few years now. I was wondering if you have ever tried 4-ACO and if you like it compared to straight mushrooms. Yeah, I've already made a video about that, mate. If you type in, well, it was one of my earliest trip reports, 90 milligram 4-ACO DMT trip, the fabric of reality. It's on my personal stories playlist. I've talked about it many times before. And it was by far my deepest trip. I've still been sort of picking up the pieces from that experience. It was completely out of body. He's stealing her name. Well, I can't blame him because, in essence, Vivek, V-I-V-E-C, I just sort of... oh, God, no. Oh. I took the name Vivek from the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
Wait.
My inspiration for that was not only am I super unoriginal, and I acknowledge my unoriginality. So if I'm going to be unoriginal, at least be unoriginal in a creative way. And I decided that going forward, my channel used to be called Colonel Cubbage. And let's just deal with this guy first. I decided to change my name from Colonel Cubbage, which was funnily enough based upon a character in Half-Life 2. I was just a fucking autistic teenager. I didn't know what to name the channel, and I just took up this moniker of like Colonel Cubbage, and then themed it around being some form of like fucking Soviet style fucking commander. And that's why people always ask me, "Oh, are you a tanky?" Because like my profile picture sort of looks akin to the Che Guevara famous image. They think I'm like a Marxist or something. But actually, it was just some odd... Well, the reason Vivek appealed to me to change my name, I was like, right, I've already got a game character as my name, Colonel Cubbage. And I thought, right, what am I going to do now? So I started making trip report content, psychonautic stuff, spiritual, sort of spiel. And the eureka moment occurred when I realized that Vivek, the character in Morrowind, is probably the trippiest character in any game ever. And that even me playing that as a youth, it was like sort of my introduction to like metaphysics, I guess, because Vivek talks in Metaphysical, in like this metaphysical lexicon, and he is a character that's very much aware. Vivek is very much aware that he lives in an illusion and that material reality is an illusion. Some people would even say that Vivek is so hyper-conscious in Morrowind that he's aware that he's actually in a video game. But regardless of your interpretation, Vivek knows that he is a fiction. He's a dream character, and that's why I liked that name. But Vivek, from Morrowind, that was taken from Sanskrit. That's why you'll encounter some people from India called Vivek, but it's Vivek, and in Sanskrit it means conscience and wisdom, I believe. Could be wrong. So that's obviously why Michael Kirkbride named Vivek in Morrowind after that, because he was inspired by Sanskrit and a lot of Hindu mythology. In fact, a lot of Hindu deities are incorporated into Morrowind. And then I come along and I'm just like, hey, I like video games, me, and I start making trip reports and psychedelic content, and I reckon Vivek sounds pretty good. But I like the spin. I like the spin that people put on it, like Viv. That's pretty cool. Like, so some people just refer to me as like V, and then people like my followers. My followers refer to themselves as Vivekians, and they've just come up with that themselves. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, big love for everybody who follows me. Someone that's known is ultimately what brought me to your channel. It's nice to have a trip report channel that focuses more on the positive and spiritual side of things. Bless this channel. Well, yeah, my channel, like I say, I'm not really a trip report channel. The trip reports are very clearly the most popular content that I make, but the channel is about mysticism, really. The Vivek is about exploring, as I say in the description, it's a thorough look into altered states of consciousness in any means necessary. Trip reports on hallucinogenics, me talking with spiritual people, yeah, philosophy, it's a lot of shit. But obviously people started subscribing for the trip reports because people like creepypastas, don't they, I guess? And it was only a matter of time before people started enjoying listening to them. Let me hold 1 second, I'm just reading the comments. The trip reports often come across as humorous or amusing. Is that from the original trip reports, or is it more in the way you read them? It depends which report you're talking about, because I guess some people just write them in a humorous fashion. Some people write them in a very dramatic fashion. I guess it's up to the writer to decide what sort of way they want to convey the trip. Some people do write in a humorous manner. Yeah, the Goated Trio. Yeah, we're a good team. Obviously, I started listening to them two before I even took off. So, yeah, I've said it many times that the reason that I started the channel again, I mean, I've been on YouTube for ages, for like 2009, and I was already pretty successful, like semi-successful before I changed my channel to be about psychedelics and spirituality. I emailed my trip report, like someone's just asked here, what can you share your first ever time tripping? And well, my first ever time tripping was the first trip report video I released on my channel, because it was an email I sent to someone that's no one, and it was of I can't remember the dosage. I was on a lot of LSD in Manchester, and possibly ketamine and cannabis, and a rave going to the Antwerp mansion, and that was when I had my second ego death experience, but this one was so unbelievably insane and chaotic that it just sort of like changed my entire life. And I sent it to someone that's no one on his email, but he didn't read it, which thank God he didn't, because that's what inspired me to be like, right, well, why didn't I just do this myself? I've already got a channel. I already had 2,000 subscribers. I was like, I may as well just like do it myself. And then here we are. Keep your questions coming. I'm just gonna
clear out this area of zombies.
The goddamn zombie scum, they're coming for us. They're gonna take our jobs. Hasta luego. So cool that you can do that. It's really cool mechanic.
Yes, man, you know I'm a bit of a video game nerd.
I don't play games all the time, I must say. I just really appreciate a great game, especially when it's something like this. It's a pleasure to play Resident Evil games. They're not just fun. The stories are interesting. They're entertaining. They make me laugh. They're scary. They're satisfying. They require a lot of skill. They are really there's a reason Resident Evil is one of the most successful video game franchises of all time. Yo, big fan, man. Love when your videos pop up. I've got a question. I saw the astral projection plane on my acid trip a few weeks back. Have you been ever able to achieve astral travel in meditation? I'm not actually that far into my meditation journey. I mean, basically, I fell off the path I started meditating in 2018, and I meditated up until 2020, and then life stuff happened, and I just sort of wait, hold on, I'll come back to this question. No. Right, getting back to the question. I dropped off the path of meditation from 2018 to 2020 because there was like lots of things happening in my life, and I already had like ADHD, or well, I didn't know I had ADHD. I've now been diagnosed with it, so my life now makes a lot of sense. And I fell off the path. The minute I just stopped doing it, I was like, I don't need meditation anymore. I figured it all out. I've got this, I've got that, blah 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 blah. And actually, it was the stupidest thing I ever did, and I've only just started picking it up again now. But because I had at least like 3 years of meditation sort of experience, getting back into it now has been a lot easier. I think it's, yeah, super, super important. Isak says, Vivek, your personal trip reports are by far my favourite. Just binged all of them a couple of days ago on my daily walks. That's sick. I love it. I know a lot of people listen to them before bed, and I find it equally as amazing that people go on like walks and listen to them because, I mean, yeah, man, the trip reports are deep. Obviously, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the narrator. We must also seriously respect the people who actually write them and go through the experiences, and I really do try to make it more about like the person's experience rather than myself. I'm just like in a lucky position to be able to share these profound experiences in a wider world, a wider lens, sort of giving them a new lease of life. But yeah. Literally every time I ever send an email to any trip report channel or even Aeroid, it never gets accepted. You may have emailed me before, but I have like hundreds of emails. It's hard to siphon through all of them. Aeroid is much more, I don't know what the word is, stringent. They just take more time to like pick apart trip reports and validate them within their own ability. I mean, how can you really validate them? But basically, they're like they've got a professional team at Aeroid, so they often dissect reports a lot before they post them. Took me over like a year and a half to get my trip report on there. I've only got one. But yeah. I never understood the trips. Like, do you feel your body? Like, how do you move? I'm not sure what that means. Yo, big fan, man. Love when your videos pop up. I've just got a question. So the astral projection playing a massive trip a few weeks back. Oh yeah, he was asking me about meditation. Fuck's sake. Bloody hell. Sorry, mate. Right, well, to answer your question, yeah, I've only just started meditating again quite deeply now. And it's not got to those levels, but they definitely can. You can definitely get there. But this takes a lot of willpower and like not just 20-minute meditation sessions a day doing the regular stuff. I'm talking like Kriya yoga type breathing, sitting down for an hour, no distractions, no movement, absolutely in the zone. Um, yeah, I've not got there, but that would be cool. Cool to do so. Mm. Your voice and the way you narrate is melatonin.
Hey, he's pretty melatonin coded, this geezer.
Mentioned the storytelling and philosophy. I spent so many hours and had trips on this channel. Yeah, cheers for sticking around, mate. That honestly means the world. You Americans, you bloody love your DXM, don't you? Fucking hell. Literally not a thing over here at all. All psychonauts should be very, very, very wary of dissociatives or chronically using them. You may think you don't have an addictive personality, but if you are a psychonaut and you bask and explore and delve into these realms via psychedelics and then discover dissociatives and the realms that they can take you to, and yeah, you'll find that they can be quite reproducible and thus can produce an addiction versus psychedelics where like they're sort of like anti-addictive. I introduce you to the mystical world, Alice Owen. That's very interesting. That's awesome. Power of YouTube, when the power of the YouTube algorithm when it actually does something for good. That's awesome. I guess the appeal with my content is that there's a lot of drug-related content on YouTube, and they don't tap into just how like deep and metaphysical it all gets, and that was my impetus for restarting my age-old YouTube channel. I was like, well, this is something that people do not talk about, so I just started talking about it, and
now here we are, picking up green herbs in Raccoon City, like.
Oh yeah. Cheers for joining us again, TGS Politicate. To just Politicate. Yeah, we're back on Resident Evil Requiem. Aha, we can get some serious bits here. Like I say, has anyone played this game? And also, like I said before, I appreciate that not everybody in the world is a gamer, but it's not about the game really, it's just some visual stimuli so that we can have a chat and interact in the comments, and so that I can actually do something. Have you met aliens on trips? I'll answer that in a bit. Yeah, like I say, you just keep the questions rolling, and then when I get to like a save room, I'll read them all. I'm just trying. You had a good talk about Salvi with one of the people you met in the last stream. Yeah, see, that's what's good about these streams. You interact with other people who've had like crazy ass fucking experiences on the Salvia living water. What's my explanation for my friend digging up dirt and earth and that house party? You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I was literally just at his house before we were making music together. I make this abridged series, making that Tripping Ball Z like parody. I make this other abridged series on the channel called Chainsaw Mara, which it's like a parody of Chainsaw Man, and I've sort of made it like a Northwest English comedy through the lens of Chainsaw Man. It's quite weird. And basically, we take the production really seriously, and like we go around to his house, we're on his studio and that. And I was just with him before, and yeah, we always. Sorry about the mic. I'm just moving it a little bit. We always reflect on that night. He came to my house party and he started digging up the earth. And I mean, his explanation to me is that basically he had the classic chaotic ego death experience. Like it gets to a point, right, when you're a youngster and you're taking psychedelics and you get really big into them. And some people who are more like I don't know, have higher IQ. Not and please do not take this in the wrong way. Like that means higher IQ means you're a better person than another person. It doesn't. I'm just meaning like some people are genuinely more intelligent than others. It doesn't mean they're better. But like the more intelligent, like conscious people are going to be more receptive to psychedelics, and what happens is that like in my mate's case, he's a super intelligent, super conscious guy, and always was when we were teenagers. Even when we were like going to house parties all the time and being like, I don't know, hedonistic degenerates. What happens is that eventually you keep taking psychedelics and you realize that they're way deeper than just like drugs, because like you initially get into partying because you want to like have a party, have a good time, go on like some hedonic pursuit, pleasure-seeking adventure, and with that comes drugs. Then you discover that psychedelics are drugs, then you take them, and then you get pleasure from them, and then you realize that it eventually that psychedelics, well, what me and my mate realized is that, oh wow, psychedelics are the best substances to take at raves and festivals and parties and that, because not only are they euphoric, they also amplify your brain and make you feel smarter and intelligent and more conscious. And then you keep doing them and doing them and doing and doing them, and eventually you have an ego death, because you've done the psychedelic so much, it's expanded your awareness and mind so much, and then you just sort of like pierce the veil in a sense. So what happened to my mate was that like it happened at this party, and obviously he just sort of like, I mean, he lost his mind. Like in a sense, you lose your mind. You have an ego death. You are actually literally losing your mind. And we had no conception or theory or guidance before this, so my mate's natural reaction was to go and try and dig a hole in the earth and start eating the dirt, because when you go in these chaotic ego deaths, the body starts to, because there's so much resistance, because you literally think you're dying and you have no like preconceived notions of like what is actually going on, and you don't have any. This is why everyone needs educating on psychedelics. And then basically, yeah, the body then reacts to the resistance and goes into skits hydro mode, and then that's how you end up getting my mate jumping fucking out me bloody window onto patio and starting eating fucking rocks. Have you met aliens on your trips? I don't know how to describe what I met, but it was speaking telepathically to me on a different vibrational energy field, so I figured it was alien. I've not met aliens on my trips, so even though I'm absolutely fascinated by UFO and alien, well, the whole gamut of UFO and alien stuff in general, paranormal, supernatural phenomena. I'm not saying I believe all of it, but I'm just still fascinated by it. But no, I've not encountered any like classic greys, the Zeta Reticulans or Nordics or reptilians in my dreams. Yeah, in my trips. But I know a lot of people have. and that's very interesting to me, and that's why I like sharing a lot of the entity encounters, especially on like DMT and stuff like that. Basically, some people do, some people don't. Maybe some people are just more attuned to experiencing them, and some others of us are more attuned to like different types of other like mystical phenomena. Great questions, by the way, everybody. We're just having a raid. How did you know what you wanted to do with your life? Did you have a moment when it clicked? There always seems to be a mystical way to disprove the validity of a life path. I'm not the best person to ask because I think subconsciously I knew what I was doing, but I was very lost. Like when I left in school, I was just like such a fucking artist, man. Like I've got ADHD, so like in school I was just like I say going with the flow. I wasn't at all. I was just literally just by the numbers. This is life. What can I do about it? I'm at school. Blah 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 blah. I didn't really think much about anything. All I would I was just so like, locked in like my own mind. I was stuck in my head in the present moment and whatever. I had no idea that I had to think about getting a job or anything or career, and I didn't really have. I had passion. Like, I had things I was interested in, but I wasn't passionate about. But funnily enough, subconsciously in the background, I was passionate about YouTube. I just didn't realize it. And got out of school, sixth form. All the teachers were really worried about me because I was like, I'm not fucking going to uni. This is a load of bollocks. Because when I was in sixth form, that's when I started really to deconstruct like life and human behavior and just the system. And I was like, mate, I'm not fucking going to university. Like, I cannot be arsed with that. Like, call me lazy or whatever, but I'm not doing more education just for it to lead nowhere and like pretend that I'm actually interested in what I'm doing. I became too self-aware. Probably Psychedelic's fault. And I just got a job labouring, a very simple labouring job on a construction site that my dad got me. And for about 4-5 years or something, I was doing that to make money. And then occasionally I'd return to my YouTube channel and do something because it was always lurking in the background. But it wasn't until 2019, 2020 when COVID struck and I fully lost my job and they told me not to come back that I had so much free time that I just started making like new videos because I'd had so many psychedelic experiences and deeply mystical trips and meditation experiences. Like I'd really gotten into spirituality and that. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to start talking about it. And then before you know it, here we are. So there was no moment that I really was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. So my advice to anyone who doesn't know what they're doing is you need to, I just, don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Dabble with everything. Dabble in every area you're interested in. Music, writing, making a business, anything, and dabble in all that, and just consciously, intuitively notice whether you're like super passionate about it, and the one you're most passionate about, then put all your work into, and then eventually it all pays off. So that's how you do it consciously. For me, it was just a happy accident of like, oh wow, I've lost my job, I'm just gonna start fucking making videos now because I'm bored and I need to do something. Right, I'm just gonna clean up this area, and then we'll be back to the questions.
Oh, that's a most destructible object if I've seen one.
You know, it's funny. Oh God, there's someone behind me in there. Oh no, no, no. What's funny is on my PS5, I stream from my PS5, and like occasionally I just get like the live chat pop up on my phone, and just saw someone say, "I had gay sex on mushrooms." Wow. Funny that. Right. Okay.
Okay, we're back. Let's wipe out this zombie scum.
What's everyone doing tonight? I mean, where is everybody from? I assume everyone's from America. Don't get a lot of fellow Brits in my streams because I always stream at ridiculous o'clock. Also, most of my audience is from America, so I always strategically stream at this time because it's usually when most Americans are active. Is this normal UK here? I mean, it's Friday night, isn't it?
Friday night, going out on Friday night, me, bro. I'm gonna have a fucking sick time, bro.
Got ability to go fishing. Oh, that's sick. I used to love fishing. W-Town representing.
Oh, fuck.
Wonder what the Reichberger's doing. Fucking sleeping in them garages in BLS.
But she alright, got a few beers and a few biffs, like.
Ah, fuck. No, damn. Work at 7U. Fucking hell, mad that. Yeah, may as well stay up and get tuned in.
Oh, fucking hell, you mother. Having a laugh.
Oh, God. Gonna neck an energy drink after this copy to wake up a tad. Jesus Christ, if I did that, I'd explode. I always find it fascinating, people's relationship with caffeine. It literally doesn't do anything to me. Although, saying that, I only actually consume green tea.
Having a beano, mate.
Funnily enough, Monsieur Riche, I procured, or someone who isn't me procured, some sativa and indica
vaping devices,
and yeah, I've been enjoying them. And they're not them shit quality ones, they're like very high quality. So I'm not spiced up. Oh, mate, shot on that was sick.
Come on, my boy.
Oh, I'm going. Give it a snake. Ah, fucking right. Skywalker OG from fishing. Using a dry herb vape. Yeah, I've got one of them dry herb vapes, the Pax Minis. I'll never smoke like a proper joint again, to be honest. Who believes there's life after death, that consciousness lives on? But yeah, this stream's going very well. We've already asked the deepest question ever. I'll unpack that later on when I've cleared out this gaff full of these bloody zombies checking my bloody jobs from me. My earphones are telling. I've got the PS Elite earphones on, and I think they're a bit bugged because it makes it sound like they're behind me. Right, here we go. That'll work. Beware, Gnosticism is very, very good, and it's interesting to read into. Beware of believing solely in one tradition. People are getting a bit too obsessed with Gnosticism, thinking it's the be-all and end-all. It's got good ideas, just, no, don't treat it as gospel. Don't get stuck on this demiurge reality thing. It can make you quite black-pilled on reality. Take this, you bastard. Have a good fishing session, mate. Oh god, here we go.
Eat the meat, spit out the bones.
Oh god. Always about to turn into a blister head. Thank god. I love how he just dropped. God. Oh, damn, just missed, but... Come on. Bash. If life went on in a different reality realm, I wouldn't mind. Human form is just very boring. I believe they have different realms for different high-level lessons to be learned or something. Well, without getting too deep, it's pretty obvious that, like, the human experience is just one experience. I mean, we literally live on a planet full of, like, sentient life that has different experiences. Extrapolate that upwards, and yeah, you get the picture. There's way more aliens, higher dimensional beings, higher conscious beings. Humans are just the most intelligent creature on this planet, and there's an infinite universe out there. I'm sure there's radically more intelligent beings, maybe not even stuck in a 3D plane. There's probably things beyond the universe. You can't really grok just how deep this all goes, and that until you have some form of transcendental experience, not just on psychedelics, but it can happen to you in many ways in life. That's never a good noise.
You're telling me that zombie can throw stuff down there?
I don't believe it.
What, he can make like a tree and get out of here.
Has anyone played Resident Evil Requiem in the chat? That's the name of this game. Resident Evil 9. I just call it Resident Evil 9. because it is. We will likely reincarnate. Based on what we learn here and our growth we make will depend on where each person goes. I feel like if one person doesn't learn lessons on Earth, they may be sent back here. That's sort of the concept of samsara, in a sense, where it's like you have to keep coming back and back and back and back and back until you learn the ultimate lesson for why you're engaging in the human experience. I don't have access to psychedelics. I'm a square. Well, why don't you think about becoming a circle, love? Don't worry. Meditation, again. Meditation, Kriya Yoga. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. If you do that consistently, get pretty deep. Oh, fuck. Damn. I don't have any, I don't have any bloody shotgun shells yet, but now I do, so... Whoa! They pushed me down there. That's funny.
Much bloody quality.
Well, you heard right, Raptured and Beck. This is my game of the year so far. It's probably the best Resident Evil game in general, overall. Four is like still the Don Mega, but this like has such a group. It's such an original game because it's the first game I've ever played that really mixes like survival horror and action horror so eloquently. I've never seen anything quite like it, really, to be honest. And it's even more fun when you're playing it on this insanity difficulty mode. So replayable. So yeah, FYI, this is my second time playing the game. At the end of the day, human form is what you make it, but it does suck government and mass sweeps a lot of this under the rug. This life could be absolute Eden. Yeah, but that's just the point. This is just the point in time that we live in. The human species is an infant species on a collective psychological level. We've got a lot of maturing to do. So if you take the entire human species and treat it like an individual, we're still sorting out our bullshit as a teenager. So we're not a fully mature species. So yeah, it could be Eden, but you don't just get that overnight. You have to work through your bullshit, much like you do in your own personal life, and then you extrapolate that to the entire planet, and so well, you get society. Well, the thing about the Matrix is that the people on top are they are the Matrix. They're in the Matrix. They have no idea. They have no idea about well, the fact that we're just humans and that there's so much more to reality. They engineer the Matrix, but they also live inside it. The social matrix of life, of being a human. Don't worry, one day humans will sort it out. But if not, it doesn't matter, because there's so many other planets out there, and aliens have probably done much better. I thought about your video on Trump, which I liked, but I'm just wondering where this dependence on drugs will lead. Do you think we are bound to be perennially dependent on more and more substances? I don't think the order that was passed by Trump necessarily indicates that like people are going to be fucking taking drugs all the time willy-nilly in like some like hyper liberal fashion where everyone's just can just do drugs all the time. Yeah, that's certainly a problem. The order is just literally about like tackling the opioid crisis via ibogaine therapy and other psychedelic therapies that have been proven effective. But if they do legalize all substances and that, and they do it, then yeah, there's going to be a lot of problems. It's not just. It's a much more nuanced topic than people realise. Decriminalising substances. Oh God, he's turning into one of them. He's turning into one of them monsters. Haha, killed him one. Dickhead.
You fucking dickhead.
Hopefully aliens come and save us. Nah, I won't count on that. If aliens are doing anything, they're probably monitoring how Earth is, like what's going on Earth, and sort of trying to mitigate our own destruction. They won't save us because they know that we need to mature as a species, and that's like how things go. We have to like work for our bullshit. If we're lost engaging in wars and fighting each other and just being like, well, devilish cunts, then we need to play that out and work through it. The aliens can't just come down and save us all. We are living in a divisive time, but to be honest, we mostly do live in divisive times. Ask your parents what it was like in the fucking Cold War and that. Like, probably say the same thing. That, oh, I can't believe how divided the world is. It's like, bro, shit's always been like this. It's just really the way it looks now is just it's just wild. It's more insane. I think the ridiculousness of division is becoming. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, one sec. I think the ridiculousness of the division of the human species is just becoming so apparent now, especially with the rise of the internet. But regardless, yeah, we've got a lot to do as a species collectively and individually to work on ourselves. Nobody's perfect though, so don't beat yourself up if you're not fucking like Jesus or some saintly person. I'm certainly not. I'm not. If they legalize it, Trump should be the first person that should take it. That would be rather interesting. Not sure what sort of trip Trump would have. Let's just say that, I mean, if he really pursued it, I mean, if the man had an ayahuasca experience, he'd have to face up to a lot of psychological bullshittery. Do you believe duality and divisiveness is a gift to the singularity? Gift is an interesting word. Divisiveness and duality are just like essential for a finite experience to function. This is just how it is. There has to be divisiveness and duality within the finite material universe for there to be sentient experiences that we have. But it doesn't mean it always has to be divisive. It means that we can actually like harmonize. There's the opportunity for harmonization, because ultimately at the end, reality is an absolute whole on. It's fully harmonious. But within the material, like linear timeline, finite universe, things aren't so easy. It's basically the game of life.
Let me check if I got all the goodies.
What? Did I just fuck it? feel like I wasn't supposed to do that.
Now for the other side.
I feel like I missed something up there.
Ah, well. What are you gonna do?
Do I believe in collective consciousness, that all living things of the universe sharing energy on a finite organism for the sake of self-awareness? All living things are the universe sharing energy on a finite organism? Like, what do you mean, the Earth? Well, yeah, there's a collective consciousness and there's an individual consciousness as well. There's like collective egos, collective like consciousness, the new sphere, and that. Like a countries have like there's a collective like ego of a country, isn't there? Like the American collective ego and the British collective ego and that. But then in the higher sense, we're all connected to some like collective consciousness that's like, yeah, I guess, really pulling the strings and where we all stem from. Do you think we will return in a sense to a collective awareness that we've all experienced as individuals? Well, that's essentially what death is really, is the cessation of the finite and the return to the infinite. So, yeah, I guess. It's very hard to articulate these matters in words.
Where's the ghoulie bugs at?
You experience a sense of you individual in deep dreamless sleep or meditation. What do you mean, like when I'm like in a deep meditative state? Is there still an experience of like being an ego? Probably not, because I mean, in the deepest meditative states, you just sort of become awareness itself. And are you really your ego self in your dreams, or are you just like, are you just consciousness itself? These are all just ideas I've heard. I would never claim to truly know what goes on beyond us in our lives. Well, this is the beauty of psychedelics, is that they can definitely tap you into some deeper truths of what like consciousness is, on what life is.
I need to upgrade my body,
That's your fucking third eye, mate. Do you think language is an ineffective mode for communicating mystical experiences, which is to say you can point to the path, but they must make the connections themselves? There's a validity to articulating mystical experiences via language, although it must be acknowledged that language is limited and it can only point towards an experience. The real experience is the experiencing of the experience itself directly via you. So yeah, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't try and articulate these states and profound things in more effective ways. I mean, like, take a look at some of the best trip reports that are written. Some of them really manage to like channel the essence of the experience via words the best they can.
let's get these weapons upgraded then, like.
It's mad that you can play this whole game in first person. Oh god, I've upgraded all my fucking... I've upgraded all my fucking guns.
Oh shit.
I really need another gun. Hmm. What's better? Better in what context? Better for what? Oh well, may as well fucking hold on to me.
Hold on to me pennies, like.
2CB is probably the most relaxed recreational psychedelic imaginable. So yeah, 2CB is way easier for just like having a light trip for a few hours. If you take the normal dose, LSD's a lot more. Well, it's a lot deeper and more intense, and it lasts very long. 2CB is more euphoric, I find. But 2CB won't get you as deep as LSD does. It won't shift and mess about with consciousness as much. Although, that being said, you can have some crazy 2CB trips, but that's often on higher doses, which I would always advise against. Destroy the gate. Oh, we've got all the fucking... Oh, I've got all the bits. Well, hey...
I fucking got all the bits, me, mate.
I feel like I'm missing something. Also, there's a zombie over there. Well, I may as well kill you for the point.
Thank you for the points, mate.
Points make prizes in Raccoon City. Your friend had a horrific 2CB experience last year. He's not the same since. How much did he take? And was there anything else involved? It's a huge, huge aspect of bad trips if people are on other substances.
Well, where the fuck do I go now?
Wait, what? Oh shit. Hey, oh, you love to see it.
Chris Redfield, he's like totally the most generous person I ever met.
He may have just been under stress, but he was tripping solo, and he said he had 5 tabs of 2CB. Well, there you go then. Sorry to laugh at. I know it's very serious, but he took 5 tabs. I mean, well, 2CB doesn't even come in tabs. 2CB are pills. If he took 5 2CB pills, then and he's got skits hydro, then well, yeah. You reap what you sow, unfortunately. That's all I can say.
That'll get me down.
Also, the age, like, what age are you? Like, fucking, yeah. I'll touch you, like I said before, don't be taking too much 2CB, just fucking have one. I find it quite crazy. Like, I used to do some mad shit back in my day, and like up doses, but would never do. I'm always constantly bewildered by the fact that people, he's 21, I'm 23. Fucking hell, man. I mean, no judgment to you, mate, but if you're taking 5 2CBs, that it implies some level of like psychological dysfunction. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds like it's stemming from no self-respecting psychonaut that has done research and knows about harm reduction would take 5 2CB pills. Like, that's fucking crazy, man. You're basically just overloading your fucking brain. You're not designed to do that, and it's a disrespect of the substances in general, and exactly why. Well, these substances are stigmatized. So yeah, anyone else thinking about doing that, don't do it, or I'll tell you off. Well, sometimes people, very strange people, will email me, think like, "Whoa, yeah, bro, I fucking did this thing like 5 years ago. Took 9 million fucking DXM capsules and then fucking mainlined bromo dragonfly into my femoral artery." And I'm like, "Yo, you fucking need to go to therapy, mate. Please stop emailing me." But they've got like some weird ego about like, "Oh, well, I'll get on Vivek's channel or whatever," and people can see my mad experience, and it's like, yeah, mate, like you need to grow up. Yeah, it probably alters his brain chemistry so radically that he's probably got like, yeah, some form of HPPD. Not even in a visual sense, but like psychologically. Definitely wish I waited a trip till my frontal lobe was fully developed, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, well, everybody should. I mean, the fucking drugs, man. Like, they are, and they can be used for good, but when you're a teenager, you don't use things for good. You're a fucking chaos machine. Oh, they're making the creepy noise. I bet they come out of there. It's almost like the designers. It's almost like the designers decided it'd be like that. Parry on that. Get back. So. Did 2 tabs of 2CB. Why are people calling it tabs? The pills. What? Wait, 2CB doesn't come on tabs. Or maybe it does in America. My God. I swear everything in America is different. And played Abzu and Journey while listening to Jazz Hop. Such a wild experience. Abzu and Journey. If you're gonna... I don't encourage people to play video games on psychedelics if they really want to like go deep into the mind. But if you're gonna play any game, make it something like that. Yeah, Abzu and Journey, which have like esoteric and spiritual undertones to them, and are just like visual treat as well. Very euphoric, and also yeah, keep the trip very positive. But realistically, your deepest trips are going to come from not doing anything, not playing anything, not going on your phone, just sitting there and being. What's your issue with just doing one? Is that a question to me? I played Breath of the Wild coming down from a trip once. Pure magic, can't describe it. Yeah, but I was sick. Like I say, nothing wrong with like coming down and playing a game or something, because you need to like. I mean, it'll reinforce your love of reality, and like you're already in that heightened conscious state. Would 3 be bad? I don't know if I should do that next week or skip it. Just do 1. Fucking hell. 3 pills of 2CB with the average like dosage range of them being 15, like, well, I don't know, like 18 to 20 milligrams. Let's say the 20 milligrams each, like 60 milligrams of 2CB. If you've never taken 2CB before, that's like literally, are you actually like a bit thick? And yeah, like Reish says, you can literally just take 1 and then redose later on. Honestly, you got to be honest with yourself. Like, why are you taking psychedelics if you in the first place, right? You just want to like do you want to just go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher? If you do, fuck me, you're gonna delve into realms of insanity and fuck your life up. So just be honest with like, why are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Get some help. I can't experiment anymore with substances because I've schizoaffective and re-diagnosed recently in the mental hospital as delusional disorder, but I enjoy trip reports and studying their benefits. Well, I'm glad that you at least have like some window into tapping into like the majesty, divinity, and madness of a psychedelic experience without taking them, because you don't have to be taking psychedelics all the time. Like, you really don't. It's interesting enough just to like listen and open your mind to the madness surrounding all this. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. I do love Nintendo as well, yeah. Legend of Zelda is my favourite gaming franchise, although I do wish they'd fucking return back to the original way of making Zelda. Breath of the Wild was awesome, but Tears of the Kingdom was literally just Breath of the Wild with fucking Gmod physics. Yeah, acid was fine on all my trips, to be honest. I've done 20 tabs myself, and it was a lovely experience, but I was around loving people, so I think that's what sent me on my friend's trip apart, because it was solo. Well, that's just fucking mental, because, like, if I took 20 tabs, I'd literally die. Like, I'd actually literally die. I find it crazy that people can take 20 tabs and be like, oh, yes, it was a nice experience. Bro. 2,000 micrograms of LSD it will take you to literal other dimensions, and completely, you won't even be in physical reality anymore. I think some people have absolutely have some weird like genetic resistance to psychedelics. If I took 2 tabs now, I would ego death so hard it would be insane. Can you take psychedelics and do it for the sake of fun as well? Like some sort of strategic fun? It doesn't have to be serious all the time, right? Is this the path of the fool? Well, that's what people take psychedelics at raves and festivals for. Recreation, of course. But you don't take fucking 3 tabs, do you? You just take a little bit. But, like, you don't take 3+ tabs for fun. You're taking 3+ tabs to like introspect. I think this is something that really needs to be like pushed forward, especially me going forward. Is that I can't believe there's still people out there that like just think that this like psychonautic pursuits is about like, lol, let's have a good time. It's like, mate, no, you're doing like some serious fucking inner shadow work, like. Maybe some people's brain receptors are just not susceptible to the substances. That's definitely true. Reichberger 9000, because everyone's wired up genetically in a different way, and me and you knowing certain people, I've been around people like at parties and raves and festivals, whatever, and they've taken tabs and that. And they've just been like, it's like that funny classic LSD experience. And then someone takes the exact same amount and then they do something crazy, like try and dig into the earth and try to get to the center of the universe and basically experience psychedelic psychosis. But if you can manage the psychedelic psychosis, that's when you can start experiencing some really like insane, interesting experiences. And that, yeah, you were saying you react bad to 2CB, whereas like me, if I take 2CB, it's literally just my body and brain just agrees with it. That's the thing. It's like my body and brain just obviously synergizes with the 2CB molecule. Don't know body load, the come up's great, and I've never had a bad experience on it ever. I've never taken ridiculous amounts. Whereas, like, I don't like mushrooms and they make me feel sick, and also they actually, like, fucking I don't know. They make me paranoid about things I'm not even usually paranoid about. So I just avoid that. So you've got to find which substances psychedelics work for you. Some might not. But as a rule, 2CB, as a general rule, 2CB mostly is it's the most accessible psychedelic in a general sense. Because it's in a sense the 2CB experience is like a derivative of mescaline. The chemical structure of them is very similar to each other. And mescaline is one of the lighter psychedelics. If you look at many of the mescaline trip reports I've shared on the channel, whilst I do go out of my way to find the craziest of the crazy experiences, the really out there ones, mescaline doesn't get to the levels of tryptamine weirdness that LSD, mushrooms, 4-HCO-DMT, and DMT can get. And I'm going to shut up for a few minutes because I've now blagged myself because I lowered that. And I need to lower that. Right. I've been going around in fucking circles, man. This multitasking occupation is too hard for Leon S. Kennedy.
Okay, alright, let's see about this. Can't go there. He's got the T virus, you know, because he's in a bid for complete global saturation.
Yes, Leon does have the T virus in this game, or he has, as the game would say, Raccoon City Survivor Syndrome. Which implies that it infects all of the characters who are in Raccoon City, so I assume in the next game it will explore, like, Jill and Chris and Claire and anyone else who was in Raccoon City. And how they handled it. Right, what's going on here? Right, what's going on here? Right, so come down here. Come down here, like. No, alright, I just go down here, don't I? Well, I'm up it. What am I, a fucking retard? Have I read the Psychedelic Experience by Timothy Leary? Yes, I have, but I've not read Be Here Now by Ramdas, although I have read many of his, I've read and watched many of his greatest insights. Yeah, great thinker. I've read Huxley's Doors of Perception as well. For being so introspective, what makes you feel paranoid and why? Was that a question to me? I like being introspective, although it can be very uncomfortable because sometimes you have to face up to difficult truths, but that's all part of growing. Right, surely we go through here. Oh god, I've only got fucking one bullet left, mate. Oh yeah, I'm back here, fucking hell. Dickhead. Is that zombie gonna move around or not?
Come on.
For being so introspective, what makes you feel paranoid and why? Oh, do I get paranoid? Like, what parts of life make me paranoid? I don't know, sometimes when I go, I not so much anymore now. I'm quite big into meditation, and I've been medicating on ADHD. My mind's a lot smoother and calmer. I'm usually only paranoid when I don't know, accidentally smoke too much weed, because I don't smoke weed really, but if I have too much of like my mate's joint, that makes me paranoid about stuff that, like, I don't know, just everything, like all of my deepest, darkest fears of the world and irrational fears that, like, I didn't ever know I had. Um, my paranoia mainly comes from when like my brain is just not working, and that's when when I stabilize and come back to normal, I realize, oh wow, all the paranoia was just it's all in my head, it's all in my head, as Mr. Tweedy would say on a Chicken Run.
Oh shit, I ain't know you stream. I've been falling asleep listening to you talk about drugs.
Yeah, I've been streaming for a long time. Damn, fucking hell, thank you for the donation. $20 Raption back. Really appreciate that, bro. Cheers. I put all of my donations that I get through YouTube on here, on my streams and Patreon and Ko-fi in general. I'm putting them in a little box to get better set up so that I can get a better mic for when I stream. So cheers for that, man. Yo, why are my pupils dilated as fuck tonight? Could it be an after effect of taking these 20 tabs that I hadn't noticed? Well, when did you take them? Yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate that.
Why you saying my comment like that? What I do?
I don't know. I just started doing that. Oh, you've got a Rukia profile picture based.
Ruki is like she's like a white top girl.
I'm rather looking forward to how Bleach ends. I don't think Bleach is like a very good show, to be honest, but it's just like so entertaining. 4 weeks ago. Yeah, if you took 20 tabs 4 weeks ago, yeah, just fucking please chill the fuck out. You sound so normal to me, an American, when you speak with an American accent. I mean, I want to become a voice actor. That's why I do a lot of that's why I do Tripping Ball Z, and like, I mean, my channel started off making a bridge series. Before I was Vivek and made trip reports, like, I did voice acting for a bridge series online, made my own and everything. It was as big as it could have been for being a niche back in the 2010s, so I have quite a lot of experience. Yeah, Mr. Reach knows me IRL, so he's always having to listen to me fucking turning into a different character every other few minutes. American accent is just, but I'm not being funny, Americans, no offense, but the American accent is so easy to do even for people who don't know how to do impressions. It's like we're so exposed to American media, and the whole world is all the time. It's really easy to pick up on that. Yeah, abridged stuff is my bread and butter. That's the whole reason I even have a channel, Attack on Titan Abridged. My own version of it popped off, and yeah, that's the reason I'm here today. Oh, hold on, I need to charge my phone so I can see the chat. English accent, it's better. Oh man, cheers, fucking hell, another donation. Again, like I say, big love to I love UFOs. I also love UFOs, so we're definitely on the same page there. I'll definitely be putting that towards your better microphone. Cheers. I know it's not the worst quality microphone, this, but it's just a PS Elite, and I could play games on my PC, but I do just enjoy playing on my PS5 in bed. Sometimes I just play a game, and then I'm like, oh, should I go do a stream and get people talking? So that's how I do it. But yeah, I'll try and get a better setup. Thanks, man. Yeah, American accents are really easy to do. There's so many. Here's a snake in my boot. It's just I don't know. There's so many. It's a bit like England. There's so many dialects and there's different ones to pick apart. And like you watch so much stuff, it's easy. So how would someone like Goku go about a natural way of releasing DMT? Well, he's just got the power, hasn't he? He's right, you know. I thought we were content. I don't know why you got on me. I wasn't getting on you. I just decided to. I just decided to read your comment in it.
In a Mexican voice, I say, I don't know why you got on me, man.
But yeah, I'm glad you enjoy the stuff.
Let's get these zombies to come over here.
See, this is how you play Resident Evil, boys and girls. Get the zombie to come over here, use the fucking swing. Not the swing, but swing the fucking rebar club over its fucking noggin and make sure it dies. Oh, more donations. Fucking hell, you people. Wow, thank you so much. That's really generous. Come over here. Come on, 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 come on. And now it's time to die. He did. Or should I say undead? A full $1 that'll go towards. I think I might get myself some nice herbal tea with bags with that. Cheers. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. That's, yeah, very generous of you. Big ups. Something is downstairs. Do you mean downstairs in Resident Evil or downstairs in your own house? Because if there's something downstairs in your own house, you might want to fucking ring Ghostbusters. Yeah, they do a very good job of extracting foreign material. Will the game allow me to shoot it through the rebar? No, because there was a map. There was a mesh. You almost had a Resident Evil 9. Man, what do I do? Oh god, I hear a chainsaw. That's never good. Oh no! Mate, if there's someone fucking downstairs in your house you don't know, I'd fucking ring the police. Gee. Can we do DMT hostility extractions in Resident Evil 9? Nah, the Umbrella Corporation hasn't managed to figure out how to extract it yet because they're too busy trying to accelerate human evolution by reverse engineering viruses from South Africa. Don't know why they decided to do that. I would have done something different, to be honest. Maybe one day they'll figure it out. Oh, Joe Rogan, the hero of the Psychonaut. He's gonna make psychedelic therapy legal for everybody. Holy fuck! There's no way I'm dying, mush. I'm telling you now. Could I tell you a short story? Not while I'm playing Resident Evil. But I'll do a live trip report reading or something. I'll experiment with like something like that one day. Come on. This guy off his head. Come on, brother. Thank fuck. Clip that. Oh, clipped what? I heard crying and a cup go on the counter. My mum is sleeping. I don't know, mate. It sounds like you're just skitzing out. Fucking just take a few deep breaths or something. Tell you what, must be said. 20 tabs. Probably not gonna solve your irrational fears. Also, if you smoke 20, if you had 20 tabs a few weeks ago, I'd definitely lay off cannabis because you could start having some like LSD flashbacks because that's like such a high dose. It's like probably shifted your brain chemistry. My biggest advice for you is fucking seriously don't be doing like substances and don't get into like fucking get into cycling or something, mate.
Hopefully it still works.
Not wrong with a bit of cycling now and then.
Oh, there's handgun ammo that I missed. We're going back in, Sherry. I currently actually have some 4ACO DMT in me right now. I'm planning on taking it tonight. What dosage? And have you taken it before? .35 mg. That's about a... Say I took 90 milligrams and went insane. The 3 chocolates that I had were all 30 milligrams each. 30 milligrams is like fucking common dose, I guess. So a 35 milligram dose would be just above common. It's pretty moderate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself a drink soon. Well, to be fair, actually, a common dose is like 15 to 25. A strong dose is between 25 to 45. So yeah, it'll definitely be quite the trip. If you've not taken that amount of, if you've never taken a 4-ACO DMT before, I'd probably take less. What the fuck do I do? Should I just ignore it? Well, mate, if someone's broken into your house, like, you should call the police, but it sounds like you're just skitting out and hearing things. Are you under the influence of any substances right now? Gotta get la room all nice and cleaned up, turn on some trip lights, do some meditation, and that should be good. Yeah, never a bad idea.
Now what?
What's going on here?
You'll have to take the next one.
Bash. Ah, fuck. No, no, no. Ah, fuck, man. No, no. Oh, it killed me. Right, brief intermission. I'm just gonna go make myself a drink. I'll be back in 10 minutes. If anyone comes into the chat, please tell them that I'm just going on a little break, but I will be back soon. Thank you. Skill issue, yeah, I know, right? Fuck me, I need to go back to,
Need to go back to concentration camp.
right, I'll be back in a sec.
I started blasting.
Funnily enough, someone said, does his cat walk on his keyboard and unpause the game? The irony in that is that not only do I not have a cat, I have a dog. And I'm playing this on my PS5, so it's your fucking gamepad, son. And I could not think of anything worse than playing Resident Evil, a third-person shooter on a keyboard. Fuck that, mate. Fuck that, like. Leon is waiting for you, my G. He's always waiting for me. Where are these zombies coming from, by the way? Like, I was like, I'd love to have a cat. I had a cat when I was younger. I think cats are awesome.
You'll have to take the next one.
I was just with my mate at his house, and he has a cat, and I'm one of the other people it likes. The cat I like how cats have like very picky personalities. In my life. Only nerds have keyboards. Cool cats use controllers. Cool cat saves the kids. There he is. One of these zombies is gonna go crazy. Hey, oh, zombies there. Can I get extra kills? Free shells in the head is evil, man. So unbalanced. It's not unbalanced. This is actually insanity difficulty. So the the zombies are amped up like fuck. It's supposed to be like the hardest of the hardcore difficulty. You only unlock this difficulty after playing the game once. Oh fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Reminds me of the evil within when you could blast a zombie 4 times in the skull and they keep coming at you. Well, Evil Within was directed by Shinji Mikami, who was the lead director of the original Resident Evil games.
Lucky day.
Evil Within is awesome. I mean, would the game really be fun if every single time you shot a zombie in the head, they died? Make it way more boring. I mean, on casual difficulty, that's what it's like, but yeah. The insanity difficulty mode on this game is one of the most difficult post-game difficulty unlocks I've ever experienced in a game. I'm really enjoying it. Wow, I just had a drink of my tea and it was way too hot. Chamomile. Chamomile, lavender and valerian with a bit of ginger, turmeric and lemon. It said that the studio for the Evil Within got shut down, so we'll never get a Evil Within 3. Is that Tango Gameworks? I didn't know they got shut down. Evil Within 2 was absolutely sick. Do you feel Japanese horror is the absolute peak? I genuinely want to see something like RE, but so unsettling gives me nightmares. Japanese horror is great. All horror is great from any country really, but they all have their own like specific style. Silent Hill is by far the best, well, the scariest horror property from Japan. god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Wow, that got intense. Got no ammo. My ammo is limited. Oh god. What am I gonna do? Oh no! Nah, they got me. I just beat this yesterday as the Insanity mode. I haven't done it yet. Yeah, Insanity mode is fucking mate. If you thought Resident Evil 9 was easy, please play it again, because this is just like madness. I thought it was relatively easy, and I played this, and then Insanity mode has just been non-stop madness from start to finish. It really challenges you on every level. It's awesome. One of the best and hardest difficult modes on a game in ages. I'll get your questions leveled up, boys. I mean, rounded up, boys, and I'll answer them after I've taken out these zombie bastards. Oh man. The Recon Goblin would be awesome. That conversation would be priceless. I mean, me and Goblin like make substance type content, but mine is very very different. I'm not really like a drug channel, but we have our similarities. But if he wants to reach out to me, I'm all for a talk. The clavicular horror of drinking 10 Monster Energy drinks and stim fapping till your hands bleed. Vivek and Sex Substance collab. Well, I've reached out to Mr. Adam before, but he's not answered any of my emails or direct messages. So I guess we'll just have to see where the wind blows. I do respect the guy a lot. He opened the floodgates for psychonautic content on YouTube. Oh my god! I didn't parry him.
I can't believe I didn't parry him. It was the worst mistake of my life.
Well, if any goblin followers here want to go and message Goblin for me, I'm all for having a little talk. But yeah. I'm mainly in the realms of just like exploring metaphysical stuff, but I'm not averse to getting down to talking about the nitty gritty side of like taking substances. One second, I'm just gonna try and like actually drink my tea. I gotta say it's rather hot.
Rockin' Elkin.
What's an underrated psychedelic? Underrated. In terms of what? In terms of like, what are you wanting to get out of the experience? I don't put honey in my tea, lad. I just fucking have it. I just fucking have it as it is. I just fucking raw dog it. Right, here we go again.
Now what?
Right, I'm gonna lock in for a bit now, boys and gals. Sure, bear with me,
Take the next one.
because this is it's rather challenging, I must say. And yes, I'm gonna continue Trippin' Ball Z, the DBZ Psychonautic Abridged series. Yes, absolutely. It's gonna be one of the main things I'm gonna do on the channel. In fact, I'm gonna turn it into a massive thing. Thank Kami. I don't know about Kami. I think Goose probably. He's gonna have to ask Leon where that T. Veronica virus is. No. Sorry, there's so much stimulation going on. I can't. Oh, here we go. Keep the questions coming. I'll answer them in due time. When well, would you look at that? When I get to an auto-save area. Right, we're back here now. Let me just clear this area out. Every shot counts in strategy mode. Come on.
Don't worry, guys. I'll come back to the question soon.
Ooh. So we can craft some bits. Let's have a look at chat. Do you tend to meditate while tripping when you're having a bad experience? Best thing you can do, really, isn't it? Sit down, meditate, ground yourself, breathe in, breathe out, look at specific breathing techniques. There are many breathing techniques within the Kriya Yoga domain that have certain special powers that can accelerate things that you want. Like you can do the panting like a dog to activate your energy during the trip, and then really deep conscious breaths, holding and then into the stomach, pause, and then back up again. If you're going west on a trip, really just try and tap into the beauty of the breath and try and use breath techniques to calm yourself down. It's the ultimate anxiety remedy. Right, I'm gonna go kill these zombies. I'm gonna go kill these zombies first, man.
Let's go.
I actually don't have a lot of ammo, so I'm gonna have to craft some shells. Health light, alright. Right, okay. You mix weed and DXM? Fucking hell. I mean, I've never taken DXM, but I know that DXM is a dissociative. I cannot imagine mixing weed with ketamine. Jesus Christ. I have in the past when I was a ruffian, a young lad, and it genuinely made me like physically sick.
Like, what am I gonna do about all the zombies? I'm gonna throw a grenade. Steel hand granate. Ooh. I think I wiped them all out. Buzz. This is going much smoother. Oh fuck, I got no armor. There you go. Well, if I'm free, if I've been laid off me zombie snapping abilities, I'll take a rest to look at the comment section like. Anything I'm missing? Ooh, rifle ammo. Definitely need a bit of that. Bit of this, bit of that. You need everything in fucking insanity mode in this. The question is, can I get points for killing the zombies that are smashing the walls? I don't know if I want to waste my bullets to find out. Just having a drink, one sec. If you had a kid, Vivek, what would your initiation look like as far as metaphysics for introduction? I have no plan on having children, so I don't think that will ever be a thing in my life that I'll have to do. But if I did have a child, I would 100% I would 100% take an effort towards making sure that the child is not too culturally programmed. But I'd just try and raise a child to be open-minded, yeah. But I don't want kids anyway. If you've got a kid, if you're a psychonaut and you've got a kid, obviously don't be giving them fucking psychedelics. Like, that goes without saying. But just be smart and introduce your child to nuanced concepts about the world in a conscious manner. Nuance is a great. I use the word nuance so much because nuance is so important. You have to navigate life with awareness and not just thinking like rigid type of ways. Life's the complexities of life are very subtle, so yeah.
I don't really know what I'm talking about. All I really want to do is I want I want to make sure Raccoon City returns back to normal.
Destroy the game. Have we done everything? Have I done everything? I've still got that fucking rusty crank. I still got that bloody rusty crank handle. What's all that about? This city's cooked, bruv. This city got cooked 20 years ago, man,
When the government released thermonuclear missiles to cover up Raccoon City. It's been cooked for a long time.
Psychedelic and dissociative combos can be rather insightful, but you have to be very, very, very careful with them because, like I say, the more you mix in, if you're mixing substances together, you're also increasing the risks. So just be careful.
Let's see if I can get some bits.
I got fucking bear credits, me, man. Hello, Vivek. Hello, Kifta. Kifta for free at 70. What are you saying? I did a high third plateau of DXM with about 7 hits of a 30% THC sativa. Yeah, I'm not surprised you experienced some form of terrifying mystical experience because dissociatives and THC don't usually synergize in a harmonious manner. Why is it you don't want a kid? I'm just not interested in having children. That's it's not very deep. I don't really want kids. No. One of my main factors in pursuing a relationship is the other person needs to be very much on the same page about not having kids because I just don't want kids. Nothing about having a child appeals to me in any sense whatsoever. But I love kids. I love kids, Charlie. I love kids.
You might want to just shut the fuck up, him.
Yeah. I don't see the appeal for myself personally. Love the content. I listen to it at work. It's awesome. What's your job? Hey yo, I caught alive. Well done, X Reaper Void X. You've managed to tune in at the right time. You've been sub for years. Oh, nice one. Thanks for sticking around.
We've got a bloody lovely community.
I would love to go on an ayahuasca retreat with my bud. I'd love to go on an ayahuasca retreat with my bud TN, but I'm afraid of the Gen Z TikTokers who'll be shitting the brown water.
That was a quote from Tripping Ball Z episode 2 that can be found on the Vivek channel.
No, if you actually want to go to an ayahuasca retreat, it's actually not like that. I was just taking the piss. What else can I do? You ever see any of my trip reports, Vivek? I don't know, man. I get hundreds of emails. They all just get blurred into the background. Hard to find. Any specific ones? There's just my emails are littered with them. Would I do ayahuasca? I have no. I mean, maybe later on in life. Not right now, though. Personally, I have no interest in taking ayahuasca because I think it's more for people who have like very, very, very deep, dark trauma. So I don't feel like I need to purge any like super trauma out of me. I'd rather just experiment with synthetic psychedelics. The Hyrule videos had me geeked. That's where it all began. Although that's where the public videos began. I've privated many of my videos. Am I going to solve the Mount Chiliad mystery? What, in GTA 5? What was that all about again? Was it aliens?
It's probs aliens.
I meant on my channel. No, I've not looked on your channel, mate. Isn't a recurring archetype the Hatman and DMX? Do you mean DXM? The Hatman is actually an archetype that people see on deliriants like Benadryl. Yeah, some are missing because bloody hell, I've been doing this for a long time. I privated loads of my earlier videos because they really don't need to be seen because I was 14 years old and may have said things that could possibly get me on trouble on Twitter. Would you encourage others to start a trip report channel, or is it oversaturated? To be honest, I mean, do whatever you want, but if yeah, do one for your own trips, yeah, I guess. But like, if you just try to do like what me, someone that's known that tells some of the trips doing, then you're probably not going to have much success on this platform because it's just going to be saturated and it's just going to get drowned out by like us lot. There's not really much you can do, to be honest. But if you can think of a way to make a YouTube channel and share your trips in an interesting, unique way, not doing it in like the report audiobook style sense that us three do, then yeah, go for it. The banters were funny, yeah. Yeah, the Hyrule Craft banter is very, very funny. It's me and my mates. It's when I was in my like peak autism mode, and I just was fucking hell. I was a different person back then. It was absolutely mental. The early era of Vivek is hilarious because I was literally a completely different being. It was a completely different channel. It was called Colonel Cabbage. I've been on this platform for so long. It's ridiculous, man. Vivek, do you remember Blurry? I met him in real life and he came to my mate's house and stole their weed, Lamau. What? What, you live in Australia? Yes, I do remember Blurry, and I speak to him from time to time. He ends up... He crops up now and then. He just sometimes appears and then disappears. He's a great guy, but I just hope that he's sorted out some of the things that was troubling him. Blurry was the first person out of all the trip reporting goats to reach out to me. He actually reached out to me because I made a video. It was a Datura commentary on the PS3 game. and he really liked it. And I was at Bloodstock 2021, and I saw he commented on my video, and I was like, oh my god, the Tripperbot guys are noticing me. And then we all became friends. So you live in Australia then, big back them pimp? Yeah. I hope Blue is doing better. Destroy the gate.
Gonna run land down under. I'm fucking gonna fucking put a few pimps on the Barbican.
There is a Mr. Raccoon Memoriam statue here. I can hear it. I can hear it, but where is it? Where is it? I know where you are. Reveal yourself. I can't be arsed finding it. Let's just blow up this fucking gate. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I can't beat a Vegemite sandwich, mate.
Have you or anyone you've ever known encountered meaningful entities, archetypal figures during a classic dissociative trip? I know of psychedelics and deliriums, they're very common. I've not encountered any entities, but I've spoken to people online who have, and you can check out my conversation with Juliana Garcesart. She's had many entity encounters. I know her very well, so yeah, it's possible.
Alright, should make it there in no time.
I'm chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard.
Just a few potholes.
Oh no, it's Mr. Viddy. It's Mr. Gideon.
Have you or do you plan on meeting in real life the people from the podcast? Oh god, I've just lost fucking the chat, and I don't want to get ravaged by zombie dogs, to be honest. Yeah, I'd love to meet the Trip Keeper in real life when I go over to America. They're all in America, that's the thing. I'm the only one out of all the Psychonautic content creators who lives in England, so yeah. Eventually I'll meet them. Your mate Tom, I'd love to meet him in real life.
Pups could use more training.
Oh no! Oh my god, he done me. Vivek, when are you gonna have the Hatman on the podcast? Well, he's just been arrested for tax evasion, so I don't think he's going to be coming on to anytime soon.
God damn it.
Pups could use more training.
Hold on, boys, we geeking. Tell you what, he knows his way around a motorbike, does Mr. Kennedy. I know my way around a motorbike, Mr. Kennedy.
So much for the direct route.
Bloody hell.
Vivek should do an appearance on cold ones. I mean, I wouldn't say no. But, I don't really know what to talk about. I've not watched many of... I know what it is, but I don't watch the podcast. I'd love to talk to Duncan Trussell, like how, Dakota just did.
Seriously.
Dakota Wind, one of my fellow Psychonautic content creators.
Don't give up that easy.
Look at that. My man's got serious bike knowledge.
Well,
What's your jerk mate rank? I have no idea what that means. So many Americanisms in this chat. What's the most unsettling movie you've watched? Probably Martyrs. French extreme horror movie. If you know, you know. Yeah, if me and the Trip Keeper meet up in real life, we'll definitely do a on-camera cast.
there's no escape for you now, Dr. Gideon. Your research has failed. The T-virus is a joke.
Should have worn a helmet.
I agree, Leon. It's always...
It's always good to employ safety first.
in any walk of life. Yeah, I do plan to come over and meet him one day. It's all just a matter of money. And time.
You should be close to the coordinates.
Yeah, that'll be some podcast that.
Like it. I'll take a look around then.
And we'd get someone that's no one there as well, because they live relatively near each other, sort of, being in America. Have you seen your mate Tom's new video? Do you think you would last in India for how long? I don't have any interest in going to India other than the spiritual, like architecture and stuff. Not a country that I'm fully interested in going to, but yeah. Big ups to your mate Tom and Dakota Wint for doing all these mad traveling documentaries and finding all these like mystics out and about in the wider world. How do I earn coin, Vivek? Well, it's through the old YouTube channel. That's how I put bread on the table. I bet there's a secret goodie down here. Please. No secret goodies. Why do you gotta do this to me? You're breaking my balls. It's where it all began. The RPD. Raccoon Police Department.
Can't believe it's still standing.
If you had to start YouTube again, what content would you make in the big 2026? I have no idea what I'd even make now. Well, it's hard. It honestly, my heart goes out to anybody who's trying to make a big YouTube channel nowadays. It's really hard because we live in the most homogenous of times. Slop is everywhere. People's attention spans are shit. It's really hard to make like really good content that you put a lot of effort into and also get an audience, because most people are watching utter crap because their dopamine receptors have been fried from fucking consuming TikTok 24/7. Vivek, I've never seen you live before. Love you, brother. Love you too. Is the Rizzy. There's always interesting usernames in these fucking live chats. Here we go, we're going straight back to the RPD. I might, when I get in here, I'm going to change Leon's costume to his RPD costume. Just for nostalgia's sake. Any goodies? Nope. It's all coming back to me now. That guy. He got bit and he turned into one of them zombots. What a fucking amazing level this is. Wait. I need to find a save point, and then I'm going to change Leon into his RPD mode because God knows he needs it. All the power's out. This was such an amazing moment, getting to this part of the game. Someone who's a lifelong Resident Evil fan.
Sherryman RPD.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
You're telling me, Sherry?
Yeah.
Vivek, have you ever had any paranormal experiences? When I was younger, apparently I used to speak to ghosts, according to my parents. We'd go on holiday, and apparently, like, I'd be just they'd come into my room, I'd just be sat there, like, apparently talking to, like, spirits and that. But other than that, I've not had any, like, sober paranormal experiences. I've had many weird synchronicities happen to me in sober reality, though. Thanks for all the videos as well. Your narration is always on point and well spoken. Cheers, and thank you for sticking around. Hopefully you stay for the long run. Much love.
That fucking guy.
That fucking guy.
And Grace.
His drip game.
Shit.
It shits all over mine.
Sherry found Grace.
At RPD?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about the eagle deaths, innit? Yeah, mate, just gone and done a fucking eagle death, me, on fucking methadone, la.
Headed there now.
Copy that.
Save. Right, let's get Leon. Let's get Leon in his, in his RPD uniform.
For the nostalgia.
Have I killed my eagle? No, I love my eagle. My eagle is my savior.
If I killed my eagle, I won't be able to fly.
There's no killing an ego. The ego always comes back. It just dissipates for a while. I hope he's suited and booted now, look. It's like fucking 1996 all over again. New Millie Rock.
I don't know what that means.
Ooh, I could do a bit of that, right? I could do a bit of fucking bit of ammo, like. Weird synchronicities happen to me all the time. Me and Juliana talked on the Dissecting Reality podcast that, to be honest, every coincidence that happens in your life is that the McKenna voice? No, the McKenna voice is something like this. Entering the Raccoon City Police Department to find that the T-virus was emitted by the Umbrella Corporation. Yeah. Vivek, could you explain some of the weirdest synchronicities you've had? The synchronicities are just like literally bumping into someone you've not bumped into in ages that you're thinking about like last night or like 5 minutes ago. Like that happens to me all the time. So weird every time it happens. Terence McKenna is the Psychonautic god. Well, the Psychonautic Jesus, even. Terence McKenna is some sort of Psychonautic Jesus. All my fallen comrades.
Kennedy, reporting for duty.
Talk about the shaped dodecahedron of your... What?
Dodecahedron.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about the dodecahedron. What? Just something like... What? Just do the McKenna voice.
As I was entering the Raccoon City Police Department 20 years after the outbreak, I was drowning in a harrowing sea of fear and anxiety over what I could have done to possibly save the people.
but as a rookie member of the RPD, I've failed and will live with this guilt forever. And that's hello, Mr. McKenna. Where did you come from?
Great storyteller.
Cheers. Yeah. Terrence McKenna has entered the building. I'm going to listen to Hemi sync and make my mind trip nuts. Maybe I am McKenna. We're all McKenna. There's a little bit of McKenna in all of us.
There's a little bit of myself in every human being out there.
I love how much people enjoy the McKenna impersonation, and I equally love just as much the people who despise it as well. Terrence McKenna would definitely have a YouTube channel. He'd love it. He'd be straight on this. He'd be espousing some serious wisdom.
There is no separation. We are all McKenna.
Well, you're not wrong. Is McKenna in the room with us right now, son? Where am I going here?
What's my health like?
Oh, it's a zombie.
There's only one thing worse than a zombie, and it's a zombie cap. And now he's destroyed.
Rest easy, officer.
Rest easy, officer.
McKenna is love. McKenna is life.
Yep. It's a shame we don't have thinkers like him in mainstream culture anymore, really. Have you read True Hallucinations? What do you think of his experiment with Dennis? No, I have not. There's still more things I need to consume. Dennis is cool. I've watched many videos of his. I love how Raccoon City got fucking completely destroyed by a thermonuclear missile, and yet somehow my boy's jacket is still in like relatively good nick. And Jill's hat. Is Jill? I've already done Barry's quest in the first time round. Doubt there's anything in it. But it'd be a godsend if there was, wouldn't it? Hook me up with some of them stim packs. Oh, the classic team. The Resident Evil 1 boys. The usage of the classic music here is so effective. This is what's called thoughtful fan service.
Oh my god, there's a locker.
I think I remember the code. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Where do I go now? Here. What do you mean? You kids have fun solving this one. Well, does it change? Insanity mode has changed a lot of the game. It's like switched like environments up, but maybe there's something missing. What did someone say? Just a prelude to RE10. Resident Evil 10 is going to be about the connections, the other sneaky organization that's been in the background. I imagine. Oh, also, there's a DLC coming later in the year for what is it? Oh, fucking in the first run, it's fucking RRR. Oh, right. Yeah, I knew I'd already solved it. There's no way he can kill the eagle in Resident Evil 10. He's immortal because he's been infected with the T-Infinity virus. Interestingly, Resident Evil has some like semi-botanic psychonautic element to it because like the progenitor virus that Spencer, the guy behind Umbrella who made the T-virus, he found the progenitor virus in Africa. He extracted it from this plant that he found on an expedition in Africa, and that's what Resident Evil 5 is about. What is your opinion on aliens? I've talked about aliens many times. Do you feel as if we are the aliens looking at ourselves in a less evolved state? Are you implying that the aliens that are flying around are actually us from the future or something, that they're time-traveling humans or something? Perhaps. I think it's a mixture of everything. I think that's a possibility. I think that, to be honest, there's definitely like hyper-advanced civilizations across the universe that have probably figured out how to travel around the universe in ways that we cannot even comprehend, and of course they would come to Earth because it's a planet teeming with life. Why wouldn't you? Like Star Trek. Can you explain Resident Evil for me? I've never played it before. Well, the best thing you can do is play Resident Evil because it's amazing, and the lore is just ridiculously... It's stupid, but it's also clever the way it's all tied together. But basically the whole gist of Resident Evil is that, Resident Evil 1 is about a group of... like special division police officers called STARS that work for the Raccoon City Police Department, where Raccoon City is a city in, I think it's in Colorado, in the universe of Resident Evil, and there is a shady, shadowy company called Umbrella that is experimenting with viruses to Well, the whole operation was to like accelerate human evolution using a virus, and they make this thing called the T virus. And what ends up happening is that the zombies and all the mutants and all the weird mad shit in Resident Evil, the zombies, they're like an after effect, like they're a product of the virus, like they're like a failed version of it. And then you find like the super mutants, the zombies, and the people with like superpowers who've like managed to perfect the virus and that. Yeah, it's not just all zombies. There's lots of stuff going on in Resident Evil. You watch your videos a lot. What do you think about 2CB? 2CB, I've said many times before, is the ultimate recreational psychedelic. It's also the best for newbies. It's just such a light experience. Obviously, taking a normal dose range. I've had more 2CB trips than any other psychedelic. It's my favourite psychedelic, and it's if I do go to like a rave or a festival, it's the substance that I use to have a good time, because I enjoy the energy, the euphoria, and the heightened level of consciousness that it gives you, without it getting too trippy to the point of it being like debilitating, where other psychedelics can be. I think if you're going to take psychedelics recreationally, please just stick to like 2CB. Don't mess around too much with mushrooms and acid. Leave that for like actual like consciousness development work and going deeper within. Well, the recommended dosage of 2CB is like, well, I mean, just look on Psychonautic wiki and look at the dosage range. Most 2CB pills that you can buy off whoever you may purchase these things off are just going to be a very standard dose of like 18 milligrams or something. So yeah.
I started blasting.
Right, we've got a lot of ammo now. Where am I going? Head to the east office. Alright, so... Come on, Leon, are you telling me you're not steadied up enough to fucking lift that gate? Chris could have done that with fucking one finger. He literally punched a boulder into Wesker's face. Well, I guess I don't need that crank anymore. Aliens are out there in the DMT layer of reality. Aliens come in all forms. Interdimensional, physical, or whatever. Alright, where have I not been? Talking about recreational use, I just stopped taking acid and mushrooms from a year-long use every week, and I'm happy I stopped, and I don't recommend anyone else to do so. Life is all about balance. If you've got to have balance. Addictions ruin your life. You really have to just be cautious around these substances. Treat them with caution.
Where the fuck am I going?
Aliens aren't hiding. They're not going to reveal themselves to us because we're an infant species, like the physical aliens. Too many people take psychedelics yet nobody knows the true secret. You can do anything in this life. What's the true secret? life really is what you make it. Yeah, it's like you gotta get shit done though. You can't just sit around and wait for a good life. You gotta like make a concerted, conscious effort to make a good life. It's 11:14 right now. It's not over here. It's fucking 5:15 in the morning. Fucking hell. Bloody hell! I've been doing this stream for ages. Where am I going? Don't you think the government knows about aliens? Oh yeah, the higher-ups, the elites know way more about this than we do. Don't worry, in our lifetimes it'll all come out. I mean, if you look into it, it's pretty clear that there's been an alien presence on Earth. It's just the most unbelievably profound thing ever, and will shake up all of human history. So it's like it's a very touchy subject. I don't really, to be honest, even though the higher ups know more about them, more about aliens than us, of course, but I don't think even they know what's going on. The aliens are on another level. They're just highly evolved beings. Where the fuck am I going? Right.
What's going on here? I don't understand.
Fucking hell, Leon, you worked here for about 20 years. How do you not know where you're going? Am I going to get a Neuralink? I mean, if it's any good, I guess, maybe. Am I missing something, like... Seriously? Where am I going? Right, okay. Can't go through here. Right. The only place you can go through is through here. So, that means that... Ding ding ding. Been through all here, everywhere through here. Yeah. Been in there. There's nothing up there. Neuralink could be the mark of the beast from Revelation. I wouldn't get so caught up in fantastical narratives like that. We're definitely heading towards a cyberpunky type world, except without all the cool cyberpunk aesthetic. What am I missing, Barry? Yeah, cheers for tuning in, my man. Always a pleasure. What the fuck? Where am I? Where am I going? Oh, hello. Nothing. Oh, fuck's sake. For God's sake. I don't understand. In the game Horns of Deliverance, you have to take psychedelics to stop your aim trip from activating its kill switch. Never heard of that game. Oh, I might have to check it out. Aha, right, okay. Wait, well. What the fuck? Where am I going? Oh, right, there it is. There we go. What's my opinion on the Big Les show? Yeah, an absolute modern classic. Not seen all of it. It is funny. It's definitely funny. I just don't find myself watching it very much, but I love Jared Wright, and I think the insights in that show and the creativity behind it is awesome. Have you ever seen the anime Psychopaths? It's very profound and thought-provoking. Funnily enough, when I was in Japan, I met up with a follower of mine, and she told me to watch Psychopaths. Said it'd be right up my alley. I watched a few episodes, but I couldn't really get into it. I might give it another chance. I just really do, as much as I do obviously like anime, I just still do find it, I am a little bit like burnt out on anime in general. I mainly like really old anime, like 90s hand-drawn stuff. Okay, we got the lever. What are some animes you recommend? If you look on my Instagram, I just made a list of best animes in certain categories. The best anime is I can recommend for anyone who doesn't like anime or anyone who actually wants to watch a good anime is I'll just spit these out on the spot. Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Make sure you watch Full Metal Alchemist and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Death Note, Code Geass, Hellsing Ultimate, Berserk, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, Eureka 7, Serial Experiments Lane, Infinite Revias, Berserk, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Black Lagoon, Mushishi, Kino's Journey, Serial Experiments Lane, Technolize, Ergo Proxy. I might be repeating myself. You've never watched the original film An Alchemist? Whoa. You're basically missing out on like one of the best shows ever. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood cannot really be fully appreciated without watching Full Metal Alchemist, the first one, because Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the first 13 episodes are compartmentalized and compacted and essentially lower quality than the first third of the Full Metal Alchemist OG. The best way to consume Full Metal Alchemist is actually the manga, though, because it's the whole thing. But FMAO 3 goes off in its own direction. FMAO 3 and Brotherhood are both just as good as each other, but in different ways. It's a shame the internet has brainwashed people into thinking that you should just watch Brotherhood.
Designed to control human consciousness.
Where's this anime list of mine? It's on my Instagram. Have I seen Midnight Gospel from Duncan Trussell? Yeah, I've seen a few episodes, and I like Duncan Trussell. I've seen many clips of him. I like his vibe and his ideas. Seems like a sick guy. I've not actually really sat down and watched that show, though.
Extreme.
Berserk is also my favourite manga, alongside Full Metal Alchemist and Hellsing and Good Night Pum Pum.
Are the key.
Yu Yu Hakusho is pretty fun, yeah. That's a nice classic anime.
Emily.
No way. But not the girl you met.
Star Blazers, is that an 80s one?
So many attempts.
Yeah, a lot of my friends say they've watched Midnight Gospel under the influence and said it was rather profound.
Waste.
What do you mean?
Play Resident Evil tripping? Nah, be arsed with that. I'd rather just play it. When I'm tripping, I don't play video games. When I'm tripping, I sit down and introspect.
Useless. All scrapped. They each have their own sad story.
I'm going to skip this because I've already seen it. Oh god, it's this bit. Not that I didn't like this bit, but it's just such a switch up from the game. I'm going to end the stream as soon as I die. Thinking, more so contemplating, meditating, sat there, just basking in the experience with as least amount of distractions as possible, rather than engaging in dopaminergic activities. That's the real way to trip.
But it's past our bedtime, Master.
Right. See how far I can make it in this. This bit's so fucking hard, man.
Stay away. Stay away!
Hide from the children.
What was that?
Destroy the child. Kill them all.
I'm hiding from the children.
Beginning of shroom season. What sort of like shrooms, cubensis, or what?
I'm right here.
Subagenosia. Oh, interesting. In the UK, we only really have Liberty Caps, Semilenchita growing, other than Amanita muscaria. And that doesn't really start growing until, like, autumn. Do a David Lynch voice impression. What does he say in that talk? The ocean of consciousness.
A profound internal reservoir of pure, vibrant intelligence and bliss found within every human being, serving as the source of creativity and thought. And you can dive right into this ocean of pure consciousness.
It's very similar to McKenna in a sense. Oh, the new Harry Potter looks like absolute garbo. I fucking hate all of these nostalgia bait bullshit reboots and remakes, lacking all of the soul of the original. Absolute shite. I will not be supporting that, and I will not be watching it, and anyone who does needs to sort their head out. Fuck that. I used to love Harry Potter growing up as a kid. It used to be such an event, like going to the cinema like every few years when it came out. I really grew up with it. They're not the greatest films ever, of course, but they're just fun. I answered that before. Martyrs is the most unsettling film I've ever watched. French extreme horror film with some really disturbing. It's like a twisted sense of spirituality to it. It's fucked up. When you really grok what it's going for.
Please open.
What's going on here? Oh no, it's the children. We better take cover here.
Martyrs. French film. Definitely give it a watch if you've got thick skin. Children of the Corn. Children of the Corn's Stephen King story, isn't it? But it's not really that scary in my opinion. The defenseless little girl runs around. Unbeknownst to her, there is evil present. Oh no. Would I watch a horror film while tripping? Like I say, I wouldn't watch a film tripping at all. I just like when I trip, it's just like meditation, contemplation, and like introspection, sitting and basking in the trip rather than doing something or watching something. But there is credence to watching certain films while tripping. They're super beautiful, like nature documentaries and like stuff like Samsara, and maybe like animations and stuff that have profound concepts. And they can be quite inspiring. If you watch like Saw when you're tripping, well, you're basically just like a sadomasochist, aren't you? Vivek, what would it take to revamp an original, or is it the nostalgic we long for? In what regard? And yes, tripping in nature is awesome, as is meditating. And yes, I am into philosophy. I'm into philosophy as like a field, but I don't get too obsessed with like philosophers and think they're the be all and end all. I just read a lot of them. Plato, Marcus Aurelius, all them sorts. Rupert Spira. It gets to the point where you read so much stuff like theory, philosophy, and all that, and you forget that actually you can do a lot of the power is within. If you really, that's why psychedelics are so good. I've not read the Red Book by Carl Jung, but I've read many of his other works, and I'm very familiar with his ideas. And also, the channel Eternalized is a great resource for consuming Carl Jung concepts. I don't know who Rudolf Steiner is. Rudolf Steiner. The magnificent Steiner. I've got a fucking key, me, mate.
What do I do?
Oh god, are they gonna get me? Tom Aspinall, who's that? Please, for the love of God, don't come over here. And they're coming over here. It's all over. Yeah, it's all over. Or is it? Oh god. Maybe not, maybe not.
We did it. We escaped.
Please just be a bad dream.
We live inside a dream.
Why did they?
Poor little girl. She has no idea just how worse it is in Raccoon City. Seems pretty nice in here. Decent beds.
Oh, it's a fire truck.
The lighting in this game is amazing. Oh god, this is like Resident Evil 4 vibes down here.
It's them, Umbrella. I knew it was them.
Well, after I get past this bit, I'm going to turn the stream off. I hope everybody has a really good weekend, whatever you get up to. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Stay safe out there, kids.
Oh, a new file.
Groovy.
Tell you what, she's pretty agile, is this little girl. Most people in the 30s can't even bend over, touch the toes. Poor lad. A poker.
I'll stab him in the eyes with it.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. No time for cutscenes. Wait, what? What's going on? Get away from me. We made it. And now we're in a laboratory.
What's wrong with them?
Ah, the classic white umbrella laboratory. What could possibly go wrong here?
Place?
Bloody hell, Umbrella. When are you gonna give it a rest? Bloody Spencer. Spencer and all his... No, Spencer and his cabal of cloned children. Serious Epstein vibes, that.
Today was unbelievable. I somehow got invited to the renowned Oswell E. Spencer's lab. They were having parties on an island, and I think at one point I saw Trump sniffing cocaine off a 12-year-old's backside.
Grace, yeah, I love the inclusion of Grace, and yeah, she's one of the best characters in Resident Evil in a long time. I love how they incorporated it into like Resident Evil Outbreak. That she's the daughter of a very minor character from that game. Capcom really knows how to tie things together in such a convoluted way.
I was created.
Right, I've seen all this before. And that.
And we're back. Escape the RPD.
Why would I want to do that? Ah! Oh, of course, it's Mr. X.
Time to deal with this.
You'll never catch me, Mr. X. I've got 20 years of destroying Las Plagas in suburban Spanish villages. Oh, I really need to save and go to bed. Do your worst, X. Oh. Well, there we go. Oh, what a great... That was a brilliant death animation. So many great death animations. Right, I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thank you for tuning in. And a huge thanks to people who donated during the stream. That was very generous of you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you on the other side. Make sure to check out the Vivek Discord and keep your eyes out for any future live streams. Always good to have a chat with you. And have a great weekend. Hasta la vista.